Well, today I'm going to talk to you about my Revolutionary War hero project. My guy is Paul Revere. Did you know that Paul Revere's full name is Paul Reline Revere? His mom was Deborah Hitchborn and his dad was Apollo Revere. His first wife was Sarah Orne and he had 8 children with her. After she died, he married Rachel Walker, with whom he had another 8 children. Here is a list of all his children: John, boy; Joshua, boy; Paul, boy; John, boy; Joseph, boy; John, boy; Deborah, girl; Sarah, girl; Mary, girl; Frances, girl; Mary, girl; Elizabeth, girl; Izana, girl; Lucy, girl; Harriet, girl; and Maria, another girl. That totaled with 16 children and 6 boys and 10 girls. He was born January 1st, 1735 in Boston, Massachusetts. Paul Revere spent his childhood in Boston and was the third of 12 children. His father, Apollo Revere, was a French Huguenot who immigrated to America at age 13 and apprenticed to a silversmith in Boston. His mother, Deborah Hitchborn, was the daughter of a Boston family owning a small shipping wharf. At the age of 13, Revere left school and became his father's apprentice in a silver shop. Unfortunately, his father died before Revere was old enough to legally take over. His father died before Revere was legally old enough to take over his shop. In the interim, he joined the Provincial Army in 1756 and spent the summer at Fort William Henry in New York. After a short military stint, he returned to Boston and took over the silver shop. Revere wed his first wife, Sarah Orne, on August 4th, 1757, and their first child arrived 8 months later. Professionally, Revere was the most well-known for his silversmithing skills. As a silversmith, he also had the ability to engrave and decorate his own pieces. As a result, his reputation in Boston quickly grew, and over 5,000 pieces were produced by his shop. Later in life, Revere worked in other fields, including dentistry and metalwork, using materials other than silver. And then here's my brochure. Here's a picture of him. Paul Revere was born on January 1st, 1735 in Boston, Massachusetts. He spent his childhood in Boston and was the third of 12 children. His father, Apollo Revere, was a French Huguenot who immigrated to America at the age of 13 and apprenticed to a silversmith in Boston. His mother, Deborah Hitchborn, was the daughter of a Boston family owning a small shipping wharf. At the age of 13, Revere left school and became his father's apprentice in a silver shop. Unfortunately, his father died before Revere was old enough to legally take over his shop. In the interim, he joined the Provincial Army in 1756 and spent the summer at Fort William Henry in New York. After a short military stint, he returned to Boston and took over the silver shop. Revere wed his first wife, Sarah Orne, on August 4th, 1757, and their first child arrived 8 months later. His job? He quit school just when he was 13 so he could become his dad's apprentice. He was able to legally take over the job after his dad died. Professionally, Revere is most well known for his silversmithing skills. As a silversmith, he also had the ability to engrave and decorate his own pieces. As a result, his reputation in Boston quickly grew, and over 5,000 pieces were produced by his shop. Later in life, Revere worked in other fields, including dentistry, metalwork, and using materials other than silver. He had all his children were Deborah, Paul, Sarah, Mary, Frances, Mary, Elizabeth, Izana, Joshua, John, Joseph, Lucy, Harriet, John, Maria, and John again. It's $5 to come see him. Hope you come see him. Okay, now here are some of the things that he you might find in his backpack.
I didn't know it was like this though, and I didn't have to hit.
Here's one of them. A hammer for putting the horseshoes on. A horseshoe. Some nails for the horseshoe. A plate. An inkwell. And a pen. And his notebook. Here's a poem, a acrostic poem about it. Paul had 16 children, 6 boys and 10 girls. Apollo Revere was his father. Unlikely that the Patriots could have repelled the British at Concord without his warning. Later in life, he died at the age of 83 in Boston. Rearing to get on his horse, everlasting life in history, venturing through Boston, Massachusetts on his horse, excellent silversmith, resident of Boston, ever watchful for the British. And here's my letter. It's supposed to say "Dear Mom," but the deer got burnt off. We recovered this one like a while ago. It says, "I just finished my midnight ride across Boston on my horse to warn everyone that the redcoats are coming. I was just waiting for you to tell you that I'm okay. I was just waiting to tell you that I'm okay. How are you? Are you feeling okay? I hope this might be recorded in history forever. I am glad to say neither Prescott nor William Dawes was captured. Prescott, Dawes, and I were pursued by a British enemy patrol. Prescott jumped his horse over a wall and escaped into the woods. Dawes escaped too, but fell off his horse shortly after, but still didn't get captured. I was the only one of the 3 of us to get captured. They interrogated me at gunpoint, and I had to tell them about the movements of our soldiers. I wasn't harmed, and they let me free after. After I warned most of the people, they took their own horses to warn other people. So what I did was sort of like a chain reaction. Sincerely, Paul Revere." And then I've got a little medal here for it's #1 silversmith for Paul Revere. Well, thanks for watching this. It's the here's my Revolutionary War poster. So